We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Dallas Cowboys. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 14. Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down at 4.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here.
Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back now at FedEx Field. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff looking right.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off at his own 47.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go.